Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Want to thank you so much for again. Want to say thank you to our subscriber. We see you. Thank you so much. It's not easy to subscribe on the channel, but I just want to say thank you so much for taking your time to subscribe and listen to us. There's so many channels then in the world. YouTube has more than thousands of channels, but you've choose to follow this channel. I want to say thank you so much. I want to say we appreciate you. I want to say thank you so much. And we want you to help us share, like, and because if you share this video to your friends, this channel will grow naturally, and that's what we want. So thank you for joining us today, and welcome to Happy Vibe. Happy Vibe is a channel that talks about everything that got to do with how to achieve happiness. You see, because in the long run, we cannot live a life full of always looking for money. You know, Tomorrow is Monday, and in some countries in the world, it's already Monday. For we that's planning for Monday, everybody's busy from Monday to Friday, work, family, all these issues of life. But at the end of the day, we need to achieve happiness. We need to be happy. So, how can we achieve happiness? Because part of our productivity in life is how we can achieve happiness. And today we'll be looking at a unique topic which is key for us. Is a topic that basically talk about why comparison steal your joy. Comparison has killed a lot of people. Comparison has killed a lot of people. Have you ever scrolled through the social media? Because that's what is raining today. Even you watching me now. I believe you are scrolling through the social media. You mistakenly saw my channel. That's not bad. You can check social media. You can check all the apps out there. But the question is, have you ever scrolled through social media now, seeing someone highlight and see somebody's real, and suddenly felt shrink? You felt maybe before you get to that channel, you were happy, right? But the moment you got to that maybe TikTok, maybe Instagram, maybe all these apps, and you saw people's real, and you see their flashy cars, you see their flashy life, you see their flashy, lovely car, and you feel shrink, you feel shock, you feel bad. Maybe you've thought, you feel I'm feeling behind. At that point, you begin to feel that what am I achieving in life? Because you begin to compare yourself to what you see. You understand? But here's the truth: comparison doesn't inspire joy; it drains you. The moment you go online, you begin to see these things. The fact is, you've made impact in your life, but you refuse to see that impact because you always compare yourself with what you see online. But comparison don't inspire joy; it drains joy. Today, we are diving deep on why comparison steals your joy. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying comparison is bad. No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. We can compare. Human naturally have this jealous, we can't do that. But it should be to a limit. I want you to stay with me till the end. Because if you stay till the end, that's where the juicy part of this discussion happen. Where we will lay out ways on how you can avoid comparison from stealing your joy. You understand? Because we would unpack different psychology behind comparison, real life stories, and practical step to turn your comparison into inspiration. Okay, let's try it on. So the question is, human naturally we are wired differently. We it's part of our life. It's what I say. It's part of how we live. But in today's digital age, that prime instinct it override everything because immediately you begin to look because people cannot do without looking at Facebook. People cannot do without looking at Instagram. You can't do without it. But the fact is, psychologists call this social comparison. They've done so many research. When we constantly measure ourselves against others, what happens to ourselves? Our brain release stress hormone. Check it out. You can even try it. You may be happy. I mean, you may be very happy before you pick your phone. Where's my phone? My phone is not around there. Before you pick your phone. But the moment you see somebody achievement online, these days people post what they achieve in life. People buy a car, they post it. People buy a phone, they post it. People have every single thing you do, people post online. And when you see such things, what happens? We are constantly measuring ourselves against others. Our brain release stress hormone. Instead of motivation, what happened? You feel anxiety, shame and resentment. Not because you're not achieving growth in life. You've made a lot of progress this year. This is October. You've made a lot of progress in life. But guess what? Social media will not allow you to see that progress because you begin to compare yourself with others. So comparison is going to steal your joy. Comparison is going to steal your joy. Now, when we compare, we subconsciously say that their success mean less, mean that their success is more than your success. And that's the scary part of the mindset. When you compare, what happens is you put your achievement down. I can tell you, I need you to appreciate what you've done so far. Appreciate where you are just now. Appreciate where you stand in life just now. Because guess what? You've done a lot of things. Now, here's the problem. What we compare ourselves to isn't real. That is the trouble. What you compare ourselves isn't real. Most of what we see online is edited. Now, there's so many AI apps that can do wonders. I'm telling you, there's so many AI apps can do wonder. There's some AI you do that I want to do just you can create something that I want to stay. You design an AI app. It will makes you look like say you are staying in a mansion. Because guess what? You are making amazing progress in life. Amazing progress in life. Now, let's give one or two life application. There's a guy. Okay, now there's a guy called Alex. Okay, just random name, right? He's an entrepreneur, right? But what happened? He uses other people's sources to fuel his motivation. And guess what happened to him? He burns out because because when we begin to listen to motivational speakers, too much of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's going to lead you to a rock. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, you should learn how to manage it. You should learn how to manage what you see because you should compare yourself with yesterday. Compare yourself. This journey is between you and you. I take that again. This journey of life is between you and you, not between you and the guy on Instagram that's showing you flashy cars every day. You know? So the thing is, each of us has our own timeline in life. The moment we honor it, peace begin to return. Everybody have their time in life. Everybody have their journey. Never compare yourself with nobody. Because if you do, it will steal your joy. It will steal your joy. You see? Now let's talk about what are the practical strategies. Okay? What are the practical strategies that we can manage comparison? So the first one is let's get practical how we can stop comparison from stealing our joy. How do we do that? Number one, what we do, you limit exposure. I know it's funny because I know most people can't do without their phone. Yes, they can't do without their phone. They always want to be with their phone all the time. They want to be with their phone all the time. You know, create what we call a digital diet. Just like people, you know, these days people they want to like lose fat or something. You say, you know what, I want to go on a diet. I will eat once a meal, do fasting, 6, 18, all those things. But you do that digitally. You create your digital diet, unfollow accounts that trigger your insecurity. It's the truth. Because you cannot because you don't know how they live their life. It's fake, it's not real. There's so many fake life out there. People fake it. People fake it for you to think what you want to think. So don't let them catch you. Don't let them drain you. Don't let them take your achievement away. Because guess what? You've achieved a lot. I keep telling you, you've achieved a lot. You've done great in life. You've done what you feel you've not achieved. You've achieved it. So never compare yourself to others. Stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. Practice gratitude daily. Achieve that. That your achievement you call little, I'm telling you, is amazing. Is a big achievement. Never call it little. Because the achievement you are saying is a big achievement. It is not little. It is not little. I need you to appreciate what you have. Write down three things you are thankful of, you are grateful of. I'm telling you, though I said three things, I can guarantee you it will be more than 20 pages because you've achieved in life. Because the moment you begin to compare yourself with others, it looks as if you're not growing. Okay? Celebrate others. Turning envy into administration, build connection. It's not bad to envy somebody. Give example. A friend of mine, right, the other day, got this latest iPhone 17 Pro Max, right? That is all over the place. Because I'm not really a fan of Apple products. I love the phone. I envy the phone, but I don't want it. I just envy it. I like it. Okay. Reflect on progress. Compare yourself only to whom you were last month. So compare yourself against your yesterday. Okay. Not against Instagram, not against Facebook, not against flashy things. Compare yourself against yesterday. Embrace authenticity. Now, the more you show your real story, the less power comparison has over you. You need to appreciate what you have now. Appreciate what you've achieved in life. You only compare yourself to yesterday, not what you see online. It is very, very important. So the question is, comparison as a whole is not evil. It's just misplaced attention. Right. The moment we shift that focus inward, we rediscover joy, clarity, and self acceptance. Because when you begin to compare your life with others, there's nothing you do to yourself you would appreciate. I beg you with God. I need you to begin to appreciate yourself. You've achieved a lot. You've done so much for your life. You've done some. Don't allow comparison spoil your story. Don't allow comparison spoil what you are building. Now let's give another example, right? People say all hands are not equal. Ask myself, yes, it's not equal because everybody has a journey. Now, let's say I want to buy a car, right? Five friends want to buy a flashy car. Okay. Everybody need to save for the money, right? It takes time for Mr. B or Mr. C to get the money. Now, if eventually Mr. A buy the car today, does not mean the four of them won't buy it, but it takes their time to get there. Okay. So the moment we shift that focus inward, we will discover our joy, clarity, and self acceptance. So the question is today is, do you think comparison steals joy? Please, I want you to make comments on this video. I want to know how you manage this in life because this has destroyed families. This has destroyed life because we begin to compare ourselves. Like I said, you need to compare with yesterday. Don't compare with Facebook. Don't compare with Instagram. Don't compare with TikTok. There's a lot of flashy things there. And remember, AI can do magic. So don't why stress yourself? You should not stress yourself. Because you know why? If you stress yourself, you just stress yourself for nothing. Because that person you see online can't even afford it. It just fake it to make it. A lot of people today fake it to make it. So ask yourself this question: why do I want to bother myself when I'm making good progress? Comparison, like I said, is not evil. It's just misplaced attention. And if there's something you will take from this video, if you've watched the video to this time, I want to say thank you so much. Now, if there's something you take from this video is compare yourself against yesterday, not against Facebook. Because if you do this, it gives you joy. It gives you happiness. And once you are happy, your progress flows, right? Remember, a lot of people by January this year, they write what they call resolution, and a new January is coming again. But I'll tell you, don't bother yourself doing that. It does not work. Please, I stand to be corrected. But one thing I want you to do is anything you want to achieve, one thing you should do, only one thing, is to add discipline and you achieve anything. Because a lot of people, year after year, write a lot of resolution. I can tell you, they can't even achieve one. Okay? They can't even achieve one. So the question is, our video is running past 15 minutes. I always want to be 15 minutes, okay? So one thing is, remember, comparison can steal your joy. Never allow comparison to steal your joy, because comparison itself is not bad. But if you allow it to steal your joy, it can destroy everything. So once again, I want you to love, like, share, and make sure you follow for the next. Thank you. Welcome to Shopify. Thank you. See you for the next.